Deep in the forests of North America, a creature is said to exist. A creature that people are encountering. With far too many reports to ignore, there are elements of truth behind these accounts that mankind can no longer ignore.
Breaking news out of Texas, Bigfoot is real.
Could a breeding population of large, upright, hairy hominids really exist in North America? Or is there something more paranormal at work here, deep in the woods? If just one footprint, one wood knock, or one howl is real, then man's understanding of primate evolution
would be changed forever.
Join the Catskill Appalachian Research Collective as they delve further into the mysteries of Bigfoot and other paranormal phenomena through the eyes of witnesses, investigators, critics, and skeptics. Join us as we look to discover what lurks from behind tall trees.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to From Behind Tall Trees Ladies Night. Gwen, Carey. We have it's going to be a short show tonight, only about 20, 30 minutes or so. It's hot as hell. And it's my anniversary, so I'm going out to dinner after this. But we have Daniel Benoit back on with us. We're going to talk about his upcoming Bigfoot conference that's coming up. So welcome back.
Well, thank you. It's great to be back here. Thank you for having me back on here too. So.
Oh, we love having you.
Yeah.
So tell us what's happening.
Oh man, I'm going to tell you what. There's a lot of excitement brewing right now. Especially right now, I've been being blown up with emails for questions about this and that regarding the event. Ticket sales are selling a little faster now that we're approaching it, which that's a great thing. Of course, we end up selling a crap load of tickets at the door, but I always try to encourage people to get them online. Right. It helps out a lot, at the door, but that's totally fine because we do sell tickets at the door. And real quick about the tickets, I want to make mention, if you're military, law enforcement, EMS, fire department, or whatever it may be under that category, we are offering half-price tickets if you show a form of ID representing what level you are behind. We will give half price at the door. So that's something everybody should be aware of and know. And I tell you, we got some cool stuff going on right now. Jessica is actually wrapping up and working on putting our banners together for the event. She's actually made a couple orders already. She's actually working on another one. The banners that we're going to have on display, I think they're going to look great. They look amazing from what she sent me. So when they come up and actually are hanging on display, because we got two hanging banners, we got a retractable banner, and now we're going to have street banners and flags, and it's going to look pretty awesome. So,
that's going to be awesome.
The ones we're going to have at the street out by the main road, there's no way anyone could bypass us. They're going to be like, family, Virginia Bigfoot Con and Family Festival. All right. Because by the looks of it, she put some pretty big feet on these, that's awesome. These flags. Because, she's got those ones you just stab in the ground and the flags that stand straight up. So, yeah, absolutely. She has done a phenomenal job working on that. And, I must repeat this for those who are unaware. If Bigfoot does not attract anybody, ladies and gentlemen, if you're an Autobots fan, if you love the Transformers, oh my goodness, I'm sorry about that.
Catastrophe.
Let me try to fix this stupid thing. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Oh, no worries.
All right.
Happens all the time.
So I'm using my phone, by the way. So we have the Transformers. If you're an Autobot fan, you love the Transformers. you guys got to come on out because, these are not just things that are going to be on display. They're going to be walking around. So we will have the Transformers live in action. So, yeah. And based off the pictures and, everything I've seen from their events that they attend, I mean, your average adult you're going to be looking up at them. I mean, we should have the Bigfoot costumes that we're going to have walking around. I mean, they're going to be pretty much eye level with us. So, I mean, but the Transformers are going to outsize the Bigfoots this year. So,
Awesome.
yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited about that. They're going to have a nice display set up. They're going to actually be I call it the main vendor room. We're going to have vendors throughout the main hallway. So as the guests come in, they're going to enter and pass through vendors, and then they're going to walk into the other room where all the other vendors are, and you got to go through that room to get to the speakers because we have the speakers separated the way this conference room is set up. So, yeah, I got a big giant divider wall that slides out. So, and so yeah, we got some excitement going on.
So what kind of vendors can we expect to see?
I was going to say a couple.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to have some knockers.
Wow. Haven't seen any knockers yet. I'm sorry.
Oh. Yeah.
Not that channel.
Yeah. No, first of all, I'm excited to have Miss Gwendolyn there as one of our speakers as well as the vendors. So her and her business will be there. We're going to have a good variety of Bigfoot encrypted theme merchandise vendors. We're even going to have anywhere from Bigfoot, and I believe we're going to have some alien merchandise as well here and there. Yeah, one of our sponsors as well, Cryptid HQ. A majority of their merchandise and what they make, they do a lot of handcraft woodwork, and they do a lot of Bigfoot. I guess you call them like not statues, but plaques, more or less. And I got one of them. It's actually a real pretty cool Bigfoot that's standing, that's actually wedged in a foot. It's out of reach. I would show you, but it's out of reach. But he does amazing work. The owner of Cryptid HQ, Mike Hughes, will be there. He's got some great stuff. And we got some Bigfoot barbecue sauce. My good friend Michael Cook, all the way from Kentucky, also one of the speakers. He's going to be selling his new line of Bigfoot barbecue sauce. That is called Sauce Squatch, SOSS Squatch, all one word. Yes. And so I really wish.
You mentioned a couple of this. No, you're okay. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. But you mentioned that Gwen and your friend were going to be the speakers. Do you have other speakers? And if anyone doesn't know yet.
Oh, yeah. I'll go down the list of speakers here. Of course, the doors open to the public at 9 a.m. And then at 10 a.m., yours truly will be doing the opening ceremony. And then from there, we have Mr. Kurt Bradford. He is a Virginia resident. Also a book author. His book is almost like a autobiography. Basically a storyline behind his journey and research into the Sasquatch phenomenon. And then, of course, we go into lunch after that. All the way from the state of Oregon, Mr. Todd Neese at 1 p.m. Nice. We have Todd Neese. Yes, he's coming all the way out from the state of Oregon. And if anyone's not familiar with his background, you could actually look into the American Primate Conservancy project. He's got a couple other projects, but the American Primate Conservancy project is his main one. I actually had a chance to witness him, interview him so many years ago, which is on my YouTube channel, Bigfoot Zone, ECBRO. And then again, Michael Cook at 2 p.m. And the North Carolina Squatch Watchers, they started off just being our event MCs, but now they are actually speaking there as well. And let me tell you, these guys do a great presentation. Very informative, and I just love the way they conduct themselves. Also, from out of the state of Tennessee, we have Justin Decker. Fun fact about him, he grew up in the Amazon at a young age, very young age. Yes, and I've had the chance to interview him as well, and he's got some stories of legends and things that he learned about the Amazon while living there. And, of course, he's had the chance to do a lot of field work and exploration around the Tennessee-Kentucky area. And then, following Justin, we have the CARC team. Yes. I'm looking forward to having you guys there, very much so.
I'm very looking forward to being there.
Absolutely. And then following that, we go into our Q&A session. We will have a Q&A and then the raffle. And I must say, as far as the raffle goes, anyone who purchases or buys into the raffle, you must be present to win. It's only fair for those who are there, because I've had people ask me that I've had people try to buy raffles that won't be attending, and I felt so guilty. I felt bad saying no, because I would love to start selling early, but we're going to promote the heck out of that during the event. And again, we got some great items up for raffle. Most raffle items, like I said, we'll go through all the different vendors and see if they're willing to donate stuff. Most items will be around. They're going to be on the $5 raffle ticket item list. We do have a couple items. They're actually two different handcrafted, made nice. They're Damascus steel. They are handcrafted by a gentleman here in Virginia, out of Leesburg, Virginia. He's going to attempt to try to make it. His wife's health has been kind of rough lately. He's an older gentleman, Native American background, and he does some really great work. So, but those items, they are retailed at a very, very high price. With just the one knife I got, the first knife I got from him that he donated, is retail. This is what the paperwork says. The retail value is $3,200 for this knife.
Beautiful.
Yes,
wow.
It's huge.
It's a beautiful knife.
Yes, it's a pretty big knife. This one, and I had to get my hands lined up with a. Yeah, so, but we got some great stuff up for raffle. Now we do have one other lady who will be attending. She had asked me if she could actually conduct her own raffle at her own booth. Because she's trying to raise money for a friend of hers, friend of the family, or a family member that has suffered a brain injury. So she does quilts and stuff. She's actually making a Bigfoot quilt for the event.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so she's going to be raffling that off at her booth. And I told her to remind me the day of, so we could actually make note of that and make those announcements throughout the day. Because I'm going to have a list for our MCs to make sure they make mention of everything.
Some money in on that.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
We'll be over it because I'll be over there making it rain, buying tickets.
And when they draw my name, you'll just have to visit me and curl up in it.
There you go.
See what I gotta put up with, Dan?
It's the love, girl. It's the love. I love you.
That's right. That's right. As far as Michael Cook of Cook Cryptid Research, the one who will be selling Sasquatch barbecue sauce, he'll have hot sauce there too. Now he is going to have, I forget, he told me he is going to have over 100-something bottles of hot sauce. Wow. And a couple things about that real quick. He did say if he was to sell out, no problem. He will be able to give you a form to fill out. You could actually go online and order it through him. He'll actually have those details provided at the event. Also, he is going to be doing some of his own raffles because he does some handcrafted woodwork. He does the American flags and some other, and it all contributes. The different styles he does contributes to like law enforcement, fire department, and so forth. So he'll be doing raffles for that and his barbecue sauce. You'll be able to win a whole pack set of barbecue sauce. So
Swatch Talk wants to know, will it be filmed this year?
Will it be filmed?
Yeah.
Very possible. I try to do that. I know. I mean, we do have people. I'll put it this way. I know for a fact that we'll have people going around filming. It won't be me. I'll be taking pictures. I always take pictures of the events. Usually we do have 1 or 2 people that go around filming. I do believe we have a young lady. She was at the last event. She actually went around filming and interviewing various people. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he still plans. I believe Brendan made mention to me at some point that I think they may be doing that as well. I know they'll be broadcasting live from the event.
We're going to go live.
So he may, right. So I believe he may be doing some interviews, if I'm not mistaken. So that's something to look forward to. We will have other podcast groups there, but I don't think they'll be recording. They're just selling their merchandise. Okay. Cryptid Creature Podcast. I believe they're out of Indiana. I believe they are. They're coming out. They're setting up. So yeah, so it's awesome. We're gonna have a few different podcast teams there. So but like I said, we'll have some people filming. I won't, but I'll be doing the pictures. So yeah. One of the things as far as filming the speakers, I don't believe in doing that unless somebody in the audience wants to do that. But as far as filming the speaker presentation, that kind of defeats the purpose of selling tickets for the speakers. So, that's one of the reasons why I don't do that, but and another thing, as far as the opening ceremony, one of the things I will be doing during that, I'm going to have all sponsors lined up, front of the audience. And I'm going to introduce them, and I'm going to give each of them the opportunity to speak on their behalf of what they want to share, since they're there. And it's part of the way I want to promote the sponsors and kind of bring more of awareness to them. So yeah, prepare your speech, Gwen. And
oh my gosh. What are we talking about? Anything I want.
Yeah, pretty much anything you want. You could talk about your knockers. So,
fully educated. It's good.
Sorry, the way I worded it. I just had to.
I already went there very early on in the show. I already started off long before that. We're good. Yeah.
Before we even got on there, it's been going on.
Gotta have some fun.
One thing we haven't covered yet, just in case everybody who's watching us does not know, when is this event happening?
This is happening June 18th. And actually, I'm glad you asked this because when I share the location, I make sure I try to add the address in every time I share the location, because I was actually unaware that there is another hotel of this event. It's the Holiday Inn and Conference Center. Now, there is a Holiday Inn and Express on the other side of town that I was unaware of, but but ours is the Holiday Inn and Conference Center. It's right off of Interstate 81, and it's actually the address for which I've been promoting, 152 Fairway Lane, Stanton, Virginia. So yeah, it's called 152 Fairway Lane, Stanton, Virginia. And again, you can see the Holiday Inn right off the interstate. You can't miss it. So yeah, and plus once you get off of the interstate, regardless if you're coming from the north or south, when you drive over into that direction, you're going to see our pretty bright looking flags. With they actually have arrows on them. So yes, no matter which direction you're coming from,
but I'll be there.
Not a problem. Just you can.
I can't get any more lost than I was on Friday night, so it'll be okay.
Oh yeah. Funny, talk about Friday night. One of my friends that were coming from a couple hours south, I didn't know this till I got back in the phone reception, but he said that he was all the way up the road and his GPS stopped working. Because he got onto right where the pavement turned into gravel, his GPS shut off. And I told him, I said, man, you were just a few more miles. If you come up the road a few more miles, you would have eventually ran into us. But he turned around and went all the way back home.
Oh,
And,
my gosh.
yeah. So
don't worry, I saw a little blip about October, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, October we got our other event. It's our Virginia.
I don't want to go off the rails, but I'm marking my calendar for that one. I'm coming.
Oh yeah, absolutely. October 8th. Now let me to back up about that. Yes, we have October 1st through the 7th. We're conducting a whole week-long camping adventure right here in Virginia. And then on the 8th is our annual Virginia Squash Festival, which happens outdoors. So we've already got. I'm sorry.
I'm already booked for the Squash Festival.
Yes. Yeah, and so what's cool about that? Again, it's all outdoors, so definitely bring your canopies. Because last October we did this. It was a pretty hot day, so it was hot last time. So I'm sure most likely it will happen again. So, we already got vendors signing up for that. We'll have, we got our food trucks. We already got a couple food trucks. Actually, a few, because some of our food trucks are, we got barbecue. We got one of our food trucks, they're called Chatty's Food Truck. They pretty much have everything you could think of. Then we have our funnel cake truck, and then we have our ice cream truck. So they're going to be with us in June as well. Not the funnel cake, unfortunately, but we'll have the Chatty's food truck, the barbecue truck, and the ice cream truck.
Now, will all of these food vendors be at the June 18th festival?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the Chatty's food truck, the barbecue truck, and the ice cream truck, they'll be, when you're in the main hallway, it's the whole wall is all glass. There's doors. You'll have access to walk right outside and go over to them. Cool. So they'll be on the, they'll actually be on the outside edge of the parking lot. So where I got permission to have them set up at. One cool thing I need to double check, but I was told that the Holiday Inn, they have their own restaurant. And they said they would open up at around noontime, because normally they don't open up till 4:00.
Oh.
So they said they're going to open up around noontime for anyone that wants to go over there and maybe grab something from them. But fun fact about them, they serve alcohol. So, and yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No Bigfoot conference is complete without alcohol.
Right. Just don't be slurring too much while you're talking. Not just joking. No, I plan on visiting them too, because I may need to take the edge off or something.
I hear it's going to be a long day, so I'm sure you're going to. Right.
Yeah, I'm going to start off with coffee. Coffee is a must, and we will have coffee there, by the way. One of our vendors, Woodwalker Coffee from North Carolina, they sell their own coffee products, and I've had the privilege of tasting it, but back in Thanksgiving, Christmas time, because Jessica's mother actually had bought some from them when we were down in South Carolina, and I've had the pleasure of tasting some of that coffee. That coffee is good. It's good stuff. If you're a coffee drinker, they will be serving coffee, because I asked them if they'll be able to serve coffee, and they said as long as they have power, which that's another thing. All the vendors that will be set up in the inside room, there is outlets along the wall. So yes, just in case if you want to hook up a small fan or you have something that requires power, there is power outlets in there. So. Yes. So that's something good to know. So we covered the raffles, the Q&A, the food, Bigfoot, and yes, Mr. Michael Purcell will be one of our Bigfoots.
He will.
That's awesome. And what I like about,
he'll be sporting a Got Knocker shirt.
Absolutely. Yeah, our Bigfoot will be probably wearing our event T-shirt. So, most likely, because he's gonna have to wear a 3X, because our Bigfoot costume is pretty bulky, and plus the guy that's gonna be wearing it, he's not really a little guy either. So,
Well, you can't be a little guy in a big uniform. You just can't do that.
Right.
Just, that work that way.
Well, see, this Bigfoot costume was measured out and designed to fit me, because when Jessica bought them, she bought one for me, bought one for her, and we had to go through and do all the measurements on these ones here. So yeah, when I wear it, like I freaked her out when I got in it. She's like, it was too realistic for her because it was like, yeah, just the way it looked. It's actually one of those. It's kind of a common one. It's like the Jack Lynch one, but it's just. It looks like you're pretty well filled out. You got looks like you got muscle and tone in it because it's very comfortable to be in. So at least the Bigfoot costumes, whoever's wearing them, they won't be hot and sweaty because it's going to be AC in there. So which will be great. Yeah. So I mean, as far as I know, it's just those two Bigfoot costumes. I know a buddy of mine that's coming down from New York, upstate New York. Ted Van's son, he actually hosts the Rochester Paracon up there. He's been with us once before, so he's going to be with us again. He's going to be set up he'll have a table set up. He was trying to work on getting Buddy the Bigfoot down there, but I have not heard no confirmation on that. But he's definitely coming, but I don't think we're getting Buddy. So but that's all right.
Evolving. So more things are happening, and so there could be more stuff going on.
Right. Sometimes a lot happens last minute, so you never know. There could be a lot more. So yeah, we encourage everybody to come on out. It is free to shop and browse all the vendors. So come on out there, check out our vendors, and enjoy the food and festivities. Now, one thing we won't have there in June that we will have in October that we had last year. For the kids, because we try to cater to everybody, but we will have a bouncy house. Cool. That went really well back in October. So yeah, because we actually charge a small admission for the bouncy house, considering what it costs us to have that brought out and set up. But so I think we only charge like $5 to $10 an hour. So, and we almost made the money back, but it's still, regardless, as long as people have fun, that's all that matters. So,
oh, sure.
Yeah, we want people to come out there, have fun. And I tell you what, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback over the last few years since we've been doing these. People leave there learning something new. If it's one thing, at least they leave there with learning one thing, but they leave there with having the experience of having a great time. Because what kept this going was my first year event. I've had so many locals that attend to that you don't even have to believe in it, but they were so blown away. They enjoyed it so much. They're like, we hope you keep this going. So,
right.
And that's one of the things that keep me pushing to keep bringing this every year. I originally started this because I love bringing the different, I guess you could call it personalities, and people with different views and opinions coming forward to share either their experiences or how they look at the subject. Because we want everybody to leave there drawing, with the tools to draw your own conclusion.
Right.
Now with the October event, we have speakers for that event. However, we also leave an open floor panel for anybody that wants to come forward and share their experience. And we had, it was awesome. We had a good group that came forward and wanted to share. They never really talked about it before. That was some of the first times they ever actually spoke about what they saw and experienced. So, but that's what we're here for. It's a no judgment panel, because we get people that come that they're just curious to see what these events are about. Yep. So, and yeah, we encourage you, come on out. You won't leave disappointed.
That's why Gwen and I are here half the time. We want to hear people's stories. We want to hear everything that's happened. I will say there's nothing like, yes, there's videos and we're doing our own, but there's really nothing like listening to somebody, talk about their experiences. You can feel it, you can see it. It's a live thing. And it's hard to hide fear. It's hard to hide those things. It still comes back. It's those memories and all those things and it comes out when they're talking about it, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Because I love the opportunity to interview people and just let them share their stories.
We love it.
Yep.
I have a guest on my radio podcast at 8 p.m. after this. So I'm very familiar with this lady's background. She shared a lot with me already, and she just wants to talk about it. And yeah, so and the good thing is listening to these different stories, because you're not there, we weren't a part of their experience. But when they speak to you and you listen, I know with me, there's times I just get drawn into it to the point. Yeah, to the point where I'm visualizing, it's running through my head. I'm visualizing the scenario that they're explaining and talking about, and it's like, I don't know, I get that way quite a bit, but I guess it depends on how they tell the story, or but
yeah.
But I feel like there's a credibility behind it when I get that vision of their stories,
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool how that works out. And then of course, just like this podcast here, everything we're live, of course, but with mine it's pre-recorded. So I try to make sure all the details in there, and it gets uploaded, and I share the heck out of it. So, yeah. Sometimes I wish mine was live, but I'm actually with some of the guests I have on there and the way we start talking, I'm glad it's not live, so I can cut out a lot of the stuff in the beginning. So,
because I'm sure you get a lot of emotional and a lot of it gets very difficult for some people to talk about some of the encounters that they've had, and I'm sure you've definitely come across the people that you just have to stop. You have to just. And live may not work very well sometimes in that case.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't recall whose podcast it was, but there was an individual on somebody's podcast. It was a grown man, and he was sharing his experience. Apparently, he had an unforgettable experience that scared him witless because he was actually crying during his live podcast interview. Yeah, I was like, wow. But
yeah,
I haven't.
Those things don't ever leave you.
Yeah, I mean, I know with my experiences, they may not be the most exciting. I mean, I tell it like how I saw it and how I experienced it, but but yeah, it just regardless of any experience you've had with the unknown yeah, you're right. It's not going to leave you. It's going to always be up here. You're not going to forget it, Yep. Because, there's a lot of little things I bring up, but usually on podcasts, I always tend to just mainly talk about my two main encounters. I've had other little experiences here and there. So where I've seen things where I don't really get into talking too much about them because it's, some of it's long ago, and I don't know why I don't talk about some of the other things. I do to a certain extent. I've been starting to open up and explain a few things.
We'll bring up those little things next time and be like, so what haven't you told us?
Right, exactly. See, I'm giving you guys the opportunity to bring me back again, part 3. So,
we could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's okay.
It's never ending.
Absolutely. Yeah, we might have to do a part 3 to talk about the aftermath of the event. So,
You just never know.
You might have to. Especially if anything really exciting happens.
Yeah, especially if we have any bloopers from the CARC team.
I don't know why there would be any of those.
I don't know why either. They've been wanting to record us before that anyway. So we'll leave that alone.
I can see Chuck now. Hold it together, Gwen. We've got an audience in front of
us. Probably. Well, Daniel, I got to say, I'm going to speak for Carey on this too, because she's military and I'm a paramedic. And it really warmed my heart when you first announced that you were going to do this 50% off admission for military, fire, police. I got to say, I almost cried because not many people do.
That's why I was doing this to you, because I appreciate it very much. I do.
Awesome.
People do anything for us. And so from the bottom of my heart,
they don't do it very much anymore.
No, they don't.
It's kind of sad. It's not fair sometimes, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, absolutely. I was actually going to charge double for anyone behind tall trees, but
well, I have a card. I'll trump that.
I just joke.
Well, it was great having you on tonight, and I can't wait to see you on June 18th at the conference. It's going to be
absolutely
fantastic.
Absolutely. If I can throw out there
tickets yet, but we will be there. I already told my husband we have to save the date. We got to go.
Yeah, tickets again will be available at the door. So if you don't get them online, they will be available at the door. Because I had an email earlier from a gentleman that says, "Oh man, I missed the opportunity." And he emailed me directly from the ticket website, and he said, "Man, I missed the opportunity to buy tickets. So I said, will they be available at the door?" And I said, there's still plenty of general admission tickets available online. I said, but yes, you can get them at the door. Because there's different tickets. I think he was looking at the wrong thing, because there was early bird tickets, there was VIP front row tickets, and yeah, because the VIP front row tickets, you get a free raffle ticket with them, and we only had a limited amount of them, but they're already sold out on them, and then the early bird tickets are sold out. So yeah, there is general admission tickets. There's still plenty of them left. So. Perfect. And then real quick, if anybody wants other information about the event or other upcoming events, go to the event website. It's www.vabigfootcon.com. And you can visit the Facebook event page. I've been trying to keep updates on there as well. It's the ECBRO Virginia Bigfoot Con. So browse through there, check out all the information. All your questions will be answered there, because I get a lot of questions that, especially right after I post stuff, or if it's already on the website, I still get questions about it. So it never fails. Every year I get question after question after question. I said, and I was like, if you go and read the website, your questions will be answered. But no, I don't mind answering. I mean, it comes with the territory. So
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Well, thank you again, Brent. I don't know why I'm talking about I don't know. Brendan on the brain.
Yeah, we love you, Brendan.
We do love Brendan.
First, I want to say, before we all disappear for the evening, we definitely appreciate you coming back and talking about the Virginia conference, but also to let everybody know that Gwen is leaving to go on her anniversary dinner.
I am.
Yes. Awesome.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yes, congratulations.
My crazy ass. So
my husband's going on almost 16, so there you go. We're just gonna leave it at that.
And for the record, Jessica loved meeting you guys, and she was like, "Man, they were hilarious." I was like, "Yes, they were." You and Mike.
That hilarious is not just a show. That is like that all the time. And
then wait until you get Gwen and I together. It's a little crazier.
Lord, it's going to be crazy.
Oh my! So. I might have to wear a disguise at the event just to stay on the download.
Just come and see us, because it's going to be a blast.
Awesome. Absolutely. So yes, anybody that plans on coming to the event, visit the Gut Knockers vendor booth. So
you will not be disappointed.
Absolutely. So
all right.
Yeah.
I do want to mention this coming weekend, we are doing an investigation at my house with all the weird stuff that's been happening at my house.
That's nice.
This weekend. I think some of them are coming in on Thursday. The rest are coming in on Friday. Some are going to be here on Saturday. The whole CARC team is going to be here, which is going to be fantastic, because I still haven't met Brendan. Not in person.
I
haven't met anybody besides Gwen, so this will be fun. I'm excited.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Well, last June I got the opportunity to meet Brendan, Sean, and Chuck. So
they will all be there. Yeah. And Mike Lucci's coming down from New York. He's going to be fantastic. Sean Forker from Williamsport is coming. And our last guest from our last show, Matt Arner, he's going to be here.
Nice. Very awesome.
It'll be fun.
Exciting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
and there may or may not be. I know Brennan's going to be doing some stuff. Live stuff, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
May turn into a Devil's Road episode. You never know.
Well, this weekend's occupied for me as well. I will actually be up in Pennsylvania, up your way. So I will be at the Morrell Fire Department in Fayette County, Pennsylvania. They got a big Bigfoot Symposium convention going on there. So I'm
had
one
that 2 or 3 years ago. It was the very first one I ever went to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fred Saluga hosted it.
Really, really cool.
Yeah, so I'm both me and Jessica are looking forward to it this weekend. So I'm one of the speakers there. She'll be setting up there as well. So yeah.
Very nice.
We went to their last event just a month or so ago, and it worked out great. I mean, it was a lot of fun considering it was rain. We had a lot of rain, but most of it happened inside anyway. So, but this whole thing will, from what I understand, vendors and speakers will all be inside. So rain or shine, it's definitely happening. So. And again, that's at the Morrell Fire Department in Fayette County, Pennsylvania. So.
Oh, we all got some squatchy stuff happening this weekend.
Oh yeah,
exciting.
It's gonna be
absolutely.
exciting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
So
out my new Knox bats this weekend.
There you go. Yeah, you gonna have them at the event?
They arrived today.
Awesome.
I have another thing for you too, Gwen, but I want to see if you can do it for me.
Okay.
I think people are gonna love it too.
I smell a project.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, thanks to everybody for tuning in. I know it was it's going to be a short show tonight because if I don't go and have dinner with my husband, I'm probably going to be divorced. So it was wonderful meeting you this past weekend, Daniel. It was fantastic. Finally got to meet him in person. We had an awesome time.
It was an honor and pleasure meeting you and Michael. So absolutely. And Carey, soon to be you. Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for.
We will be in Virginia, in Staunton, Virginia, June 18th. So make sure you come and check us out.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Have a great night, everybody.
You too.
Hey, this is Chuck Larson. You're watching the CARC channel on YouTube.
You've been watching From Behind Tall Trees, a Catskill Appalachian Research Collective production. For more information on this program and others like it, remember to like, share, and subscribe to CARC Universal today. To join the conversation on our Facebook group, become a member of the Catskill Appalachian Research Collective Facebook group. CARC. Relentless.